In this video, we'll try to understand the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on India. When the COVID-19 pandemic reached India in February 2020, India was already in the midst of a long-term slowdown, fueled by steadily declining demand. This was in marked contrast to the previous two crises, during which the economy was at or near its cyclical peaks. As a result, both businesses and customers had a much lower degree of resilience and staying power in the environment. This reality had a major impact on the economy's ability to weather and recover from this shock, as well as the size and length of the policy response that was required. The Indian economy had a GDP contraction by a record of more than 24.4% in the first quarter of the last fiscal year. This was majorly induced by stringent nationwide lockdowns during April and May 2020, which stalled economic activity, shut out consumption, investment, and led to job losses and loss of income for many. In contrast to 2019, the government also lost more than 7 to 8 lakh crore in tax revenues. As a result of this, there was a loss that households suffered, whether directly as a result of employment losses or indirectly as a result of sharp decrease in various companies' reserves. The MSME sector was very hardly hit. The corporate sector, on the other hand, was not as bad as the MSME sector. What happened is that the private sector gained market share in a declining market. This was similar to what happened after demonetization, where the MSME sector took about a year and a half to crawl back because the demand was taken over by the companies since the MSMEs had more of a liquidity crisis. During the lockdown, the wages were also heavily impacted. Lower income families, especially those who had lost employment or suffered substantial declines in earnings, had to tap into their savings to stay afloat. Upper class families, on the other hand, did not see a drop in income as bad as the lower income families. Since further, upper class families were reluctant to invest. They built up these savings, which are not being extended for investment right now. Consider what this entails in terms of various types of investment that is available to firms uh, and the capital that is available to firms. Upper income communities like to invest in investments that would flow back into India's private sector. MSMEs, on the other hand, are more reliant on informal financing, all of which has been adversely affected. As a result, there will be a long-term effect on the roles of corporates and the MSMEs. This is going to last a long time. However, the Indian non-corporate sector, especially the unorganized sector, has previously demonstrated surprising resilience and may do so again. It will take some time, at least 2 to 3 years, to come back. One more thing that can be looked at is the unemployment rates. According to the CMIE data, the Center for Monitoring Indian Economy data, the unemployment rate started tapering off from June onwards, where it was recorded at 10.2% in the month and further improved to 7.4% in July. However, unemployment rate again rose to 8.3% in August and improved to 6.7% in September 2020. The center has taken many steps to boost fresh hiring in the country. The unemployment was recorded at 6.9% in February 2021, which is slightly better than the 7.8% in the same month last year and 8.8% in March 2020. However, we require a number of new policies and responses to come out of the COVID-19 pandemic, and it will take a lot of time for the Indian economy to recover. Thank you.